Hello, my YouTube family, and welcome to my channel. I want to wish all of you in my YouTube family a very happy Valentine's Day. Oh my goodness, the sun is shining. I'm in the pink room. I got a little bit of dressing going on here, a little bit of glam. I am in my Valentine's Day jammies. These are from Dollar Tree. These are from Dollar Tree. I've got a hot cup of cocoa. Actually, it's so hot I can barely hold it. Oops, I just spilled a little. That's okay. In my Hugs and Kisses Ray Dunn mug. I got my ruler, I got my scissors, and I am ready to rock and roll. I am so ready for some me time with all of you on this Valentine's Day early morning here on the East Coast. The sun is starting to pop out. It's a bit chilly out there. To be honest, I don't even know what the weather's supposed to be like today. But wherever you are, I hope you're in a warm, comfortable place. I've got a pretty good sized Dollar Tree haul to share with all of you. And I do want to mention the last time I was here with all of you, and I was in the middle of recording a video, somebody was at the door, and when I went to go pause the video, I actually ended the video. And for me, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, for me to sit and spend time editing videos, for those of you that have the time to do that, God bless you, because it can be a pain sometimes depending on the program that you're using. And so a pause is much easier to pick up from than a complete end of a video for us YouTubers out here. But anyway, so I apologize for that super quick ending, but I wasn't able to get back and edit and do it all, so I just ended it where it was, and I did write in the comments kind of what was going on. And we're just going to blame Taco Patty, because it was her setting off the ring cam. She had donuts in one hand, and I don't even know what was in the other hand, and she was all out of breath and a fluster, and she's like, "Oh, please let me in." And I think she said that Cheryl was chasing her. But she got in safely. I'm always leaving the porch light on. Today it's blue, and next month it'll be green for St. Patrick's Day. All right, so brand new Dollar Tree haul, plus the leftovers for those plus items I said I was going to share with all of you. So pretty much this haul has a lot of Easter items in it. So if you're not ready for that, I know it's Valentine's Day and I'm talking about the Easter Bunny, but it's real. It's out there and it's going really quick. I was amazed when I was shopping how many people had carts just loaded with Easter stuff. But anyways, yeah, so I have some Easter stuff. I have some items from the Easter section from the plus aisle, which I will put at the end of the video. But other than that, every single item in this video came from the same locations throughout the Hudson Valley, because that's where I'm at in the state of New York. And all these items ring in at $1.50 and under. So for this whole part of the video, are you guys ready to rock and roll? I am for sure. So we're going to start off with some Easter sweets and treats because they're out there and it's real. All right. Candy-coated Tootsie Roll eggs. Great for stuffing. Basically, you're going to get 3.14 ounces, and they're a hard shell. Not like a hard shell, but a crunchy shell. And they're all individually wrapped inside of there, and they're Tootsie Rolls. I remember getting these last year, and they were a hit in Easter baskets. So I picked some up again this year. They also had my favorite, my Double Bubble. And this year in previous years, they always had the Double Bubble in the little box. This year, it's in a bag, and hey, that's okay. This is a 4.05 ounce, and one of my favorites. I used to love digging for the bubblegum Easter eggs in my Easter baskets when I was a kid. That was a very, very fond memory. All right, this is kind of cool, and it's edible grass, Easter grass. It's 5.3 ounces. It's made by Coastal Bay. I'm like, well, this looks interesting, but you know what else it could be used for? Baking. And what I mean by that is I should basically say decor for baking, because you lay this down on a plate, it's like fake grass, and put cupcakes on it or whatever you shall do. And speaking of cupcakes, I had made cupcakes the other night, but so far this morning I've already done, was it 3, 6, 9, 12? I think I did 16 or 18 chocolate covered strawberries. I'll take a picture of them. I just got through doing the second coat in the chocolate drizzle and in the white chocolate drizzle. So I'll take a picture of that and put it in this video for all of you guys to see. So those are in the kitchen literally right now drying. I also picked up some junior mints in the eggs, which are super cute. Love me some junior mints. And at the holiday time, they always put the fun colors. So here's where all that pastel starts coming in for me. I love the pastel colors. So I picked up a box of these. And then, of course, I had to get me my Easter Bunny Mike and Ike's because I love the flavors in this one. Cherry, I'm not a big cherry fan. Lemon, lime, grape, strawberry, and pineapple banana. So I was happy to find those. I get those every single year. They also have these new Tootsie Roll containers, and how fun are these? My boyfriend really likes the fruit chews. I enjoy them as well. And it comes in a container this year with little Easter eggs. So it's not just the old plain white one that they normally do. I found it in blue, and then I found it in this green. I don't know how many other colors there are, if there are ones, but these also have the banks in there, which are always a good nostalgic memory for me because I remember using these for banks. And why not? They're fun. And what's cute about them is, you know, you put them on your desk or something like that. It makes it cool. All right, we're staying with sweets and treats for just a couple more minutes. Haribo Happy Chicks. That was a new find for me this year. And then they also had Happy Hopsters. These are all in the shapes of little Easter bunnies. And then the Happy Chicks are all in shapes of chicks. Now, what's fun about these is, besides them being yummy treats, what's cool is make some cupcakes. Put these on the top of the cupcakes for just like a little extra, you know? It's fun to have a cupcake with just frosting. And you can change up your frosting to be like different colors and stuff like that. But a plain cupcake with just frosting is just a plain cupcake with frosting. These are just my opinions and my thoughts because I do get a little crazy around holiday time. I love to bake. I love to cook. I love to decorate things. All right, just a couple more sweets and treats and then we're moving on. Of course, the Reese's peanut butter eggs are back and there they are. Is it just me? And I know I've asked this question before, but I feel like when the holiday shapes come out, they're yummier. Is it because there's like more peanut butter in the chocolate? Is that just me or is it they're yummier, right? All right, Amos, which puts out, in my opinion, some really, really great flavored gummies. These are gummy bunnies. They're all individually wrapped. You're going to get 18 pieces in there. I think this is so great because they're individually wrapped. Throw them in the Easter basket. You know, open a bag up. You can share them. I think that's just great. All right, let's go over, because we're still staying in Easter for a few minutes. I think these are really cute and fun. I did get these last year, and you're going to get 12 pieces in here. And these, to me, remind me of Jelly Bellies. I'm a big fan of Jelly Bellies. I have a couple Jelly Belly containers that Miss Linda has given me over the years, a couple from myself. I have a mini one for my desk. So I'm a fan of Jelly Bellies, and I think that's what this reminds me of. Obviously, you can crack them open, put little sweets and treats in there, put them in your Easter baskets. Those are super fun. This was new to me. I don't remember seeing this last year, but I could be wrong. But my mind goes completely somewhere different here. This is called a tic-tac-toe game, which is super cute and fun for the kids or grown-ups. But for me, I'm going to take all these little characters, which is the eggs and the ducks and the chicks, and because they're hollow and they're very, very lightweight, I put them on top of cupcakes. Or you can put them on top of a cake for decorating. Just, you know, these are things that go through my mind when I'm shopping in the stores. That's why I think I'm more of a shopper who's hands-on. I like to go to the stores, you know, look at the product. I like to have it in my hands because, I don't know, this is again just my opinion, but you can take so many pictures and they look so different from what the product always does. I don't think there's ever been a product that I've held in my hand and looked on a screen and went, yep, that's identical. You know, they're always jazzed up. Just my thoughts. All right, some more Easter things I'm going to share with you, and then we're going to go over to makeup. All right, this is 6 pieces. This is so fun because the first one I want to rip out is the carrot because it's so cute. They're little poppets. How fun are these? They are all individually I'm just going to open them up and show you. How cute are these? I'm going to put one of these on my keychain, obviously, when we get closer to Easter. But these are so great for not only Easter baskets, but your friends, co-workers. They're so fun. So they come on the little chain here. And it's a little poppet. And it's in the size of an Easter egg. They also have the chick. They have a Easter bunny. Now, these are all like tie-dye colored. And the bags kind of vary from each other. So you may have some different colors than I have. I just kind of went for something that had a lot of color. But my favorite one out of that whole pack is this little carrot. How cute is that? I'm going to hang it on my keychain. I think it's so fun. I do that for different holidays. I use different keychains. I change up my handbag, my purse. I do different stuff like that. I think we kind of all tend to do that if you're into like that stuff. All right, another Easter item, and this is new to me this year. Hadn't seen it last year. It's an 8-count package of stampers. So basically, each of the eggs have, let's see, there's a chick. Here's one that says Happy Easter. Here's one that has a little Easter bunny on it. And they all have their own stampers included, which I think is fun because if you're sending out mail, happy mail, maybe you're doing planners or you're doing different calendars or things like that. I always, when I'm sending packages and stuff like that, I like to sticker them up. So these are all individually, you know, stamped. I'm actually going to do the Easter bunny right here on my hand. And there it is. How cute. Now, I kind of pressed too hard right there, but let's do another one. There you go. How cute to put on a card or do it, you know, scrapbooking. So anyways, you get an Easter bunny, a chick, an Easter egg. Or maybe you just have kids and you want to split them up and put them in the Easter baskets. Either or, they're out there and they are cute. This is one other Easter item, and then we're moving on to beauty and makeup. Now, you're going to get 8 in a package here. They're notepads. But look at the pattern on the notepad. Oh my gosh, once I saw donuts, I'm like, oh yeah, I totally have to have them. What I thought was really cool is the pattern's not only on the front, but it's on the back, and that got me excited. I mean, they're super fun. They're not huge. How big are these? 5 inches by 3 inches. But you know what? I'm not one of those people that chooses to use their phone for every single thing in the world. And I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful. That's just different generations. I still tend to handwrite stuff. I write stuff in notebooks all the time. How about one just something small to go in your purse, your pocketbook, your backpack? It's cute. It's got little bunnies, donuts, and chicks. On the inside, it's just blank. If you want to like pass along a note to somebody, if you still do that, excuse me, it's out there, it's there, it's cute. I thought they were cute. I always like to have a pen and paper in my purse. That's just how I roll. All right, so we're going to go over to some items in makeup. And, you know, I've mentioned a million times before, you know, my daughter wears a lot of imitation nails. She does the glue thing and all that. So I saw these by LA Colors and I was like, oh my gosh, these are really pretty. And I'm pretty sure my daughter would enjoy them. So I picked them up to put them away for Easter. These are by LA Colors. This one is 12 pieces. No glue is included. So you're going to have to get your own glue or use your own little nail tabs, which they had, but I didn't get because I know she's got globs of that stuff. This one is called Siren Tears. What an awesome name, right? Yeah, they are bubbling. Not for me, of course, but, you know, she's much younger than I am, so she'll get a kick out of those. Then they had this one that's called Opal Waters. Really pretty. Again, too long for me, but yeah, just up her alley. The next one is called Pearlescent Tide. What a cool name. Loving this. It's just, it reflects every little color that you got going on. They also had by LA Color a couple more now, but these are more like my speed and my shape. This one is called Blue Isles. I happen to like the more rounded square type nails. This one here is called Ocean Mist. It is off the hook. It is almost like chromatic. It is so, so pretty. And last but not least, this one, Sunset Blush. It's a really, really pretty pearly pink color. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, they also had these, and I love the little decals because they don't have to be just used for your nails. They can be used for all kinds of things. So this one here is called Fleur de Lis. Really, really pretty. They're nail stickers, but you can stick them on all kinds of things. Then they had this one here, which is called Bubble Beams. Loving these names. That's a great shot right there. And last but not least, Aurora Bubbles. I'm digging the packaging. The display was really, really cool. There was many other nails on there that I obviously didn't get because it was like a whole big display box. All right, they also had some nail polishes, which I thought were really pretty. And these are by LA Colors too. And you're not only going to get a nail polish, but you're going to get a little pack of nail gems that are in the shape of shells. And I'm going to show them to you. So these are LA Colors. This one is called Color Opez, and it is beautiful. What is the number on it? There is no number on it. I'm just going to show you the front of the packaging right there. Then here, which is all sealed, and this is where Beth needs her scissors, or maybe not. Hold on, bear with me. It's all shrink wrap, however you want to call it. Oh yeah, this is cool. All right, actually taking the packaging off makes it much easier for me to see the color and the name. And this one is called Mermaid Vibes. Here we go. I'm going to bring it in nice and close, and I'm actually going to turn the bottle so you could see more of the color. Actually, let's go a little further. Let's do the drippy test. There it is. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right, so inside was this little package here. It's a little plastic container that then I'm going to try and open and not spill on my floor. But these are little shells. Do you see those in there? Oh, I wish I had a pair of tweezers right here in front of me. So I'm going to put them by the bunny. But there it is right there. If I turn my hand, it's going to slide. There it is. It's a seashell, which I knew that was going to happen. But they're seashells. So besides putting them on your nails, you can put them in other places as well. How cute are those? I mean, they would probably charge you $1 and a coin just for the little shells. So they had different colors here. I'm not going to crack each one open, but unfortunately, where they have the name of the color, it's blocked. This one here is called Coastal Pink. These are very pastel and sheer colors here. Again, you're getting a container, and it's going to have those same. I just totally lied because I picked up other ones that were the same. They are different. Oh, I'm so happy to say this. All right, this one has nail gems in there. Do you see them in that container? Honest to gosh, I looked at other ones that had seashells as well. So I am totally bad. This one has seashells. So I'm not totally losing it here. I knew I saw duplicates. All right, one other color I'm going to share, and this one is called Surf's Callin'. It's a beautiful pastel blue. Gorgeous. And then this one has those same shells that I showed you in the very first polish. All right. Woo. I never want to like spoke, whatever. I try to give you guys the best information I can. All right, moving on. I had no clue that there was new hand sanitizers coming out. Did you guys know that? No clue. But I found them. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, I was so excited. There's 2 new scents. Just drop one on the floor, but you guys know how I get my doubles. The first thing I thought to myself when I saw them, I was like, oh my gosh, these would be perfect. Perfect if you got somebody having a baby shower. Because they are in a pastel pink and they are in a pastel blue. The very first one, and these are by Be Pure. I didn't see any holders that match them. Maybe I missed the boat. I don't know. But anyways, this first one is Cherry Blossom Scented. And there it is. See that pastel pink what a perfect little takeaway for a baby shower. All right, the next one, and it smells so good, Lotus Blossom in this gorgeous baby blue. So here is the pink, and there's the blue. They were freaking flying off the shelves. I was like, holy crap. But they must have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cases of them. I was like, wow. So I treated myself to a couple each, because not only do I get one for myself, one for my daughter, I'm always giving one away to somebody. So I was able to get my hands on 3 of each. I was super excited about that. Had no clue those scents were even out there. I just happened to walk down the aisle and I did like one of those oh my gosh moments. All right. So there's always a section in the store which they call like the impulse section. Impulse sections can be any aisle, in my opinion. But usually it's a section of the store that they're, you're lined up at the checkouts. You're looking at candy bars and gum and batteries and, oh crap, now I need some moist wipes and, oh yeah, chapstick looks good. You know what I'm talking about. And sometimes there's really, really cute stuff there. There was some really, really cute stuff there. All right, have you guys seen the rubber duck pens? I have. Here's the first one. Now, let's not mind the tag there, because the tags always mess up the way products look. So it's an actual rubber ducky. It's cute. How big is the rubber ducky? It's important, when you're trying to see it on TV. It is 2 inches in length, and the duck itself is 2 inches by about 1 3/4 inches. It's squeezable. It's a hard plastic. And then you have your pen. At the end of the pen, you do got a pretty decent cap that you kind of have to pull on, which I like, because it's not one of those caps that just plops off. I don't even know what color ink it writes in. Let me check it out. That's blue ink. Is it blue or black? Sometimes it's hard to tell. My bad. It is definitely blue ink. All right. So for those of you that have ducky lovers, they had yellow. And of course, 2 are better than 1. I'm going to wake up with baby ducks all over my house. They had it in yellow. Another awesome, if you're doing a baby shower, right? I'm telling you, it's like I want to throw a baby shower now. And I don't know anyone having a baby right now. But here we have this blue, right? Last but not least, I would have loved to have seen a lilac one or a lavender, but it wasn't happening. But hey, that's okay. Right? For a baby shower, can you imagine? I just want to go to the baby shower to get some treats, right? I mean, you could use any of these. If you know it's a boy or a girl or you're not sure, any of those would chime in for a baby shower, right? So much fun. All right. Now, these items were also in that impulse section. And I'm a sap sucker for anything that's fun and cute. These are by Orb, and they are Moochies. What the hell is a Moochie? All right, Orb Moochi treats. It says collect them all. I have no idea how many are out there, so I'm going to give you a measurement. I can tell you they're really, really squishy. I believe they're somewhat scented. About 3.5 inches by about 3 inches, depending on the style. So here's the front of the packaging. I'm not going to crack them all open. I'll crack one open to share with you. This one, in my opinion, I am pretty sure it's a... Well, why don't I just open this one? I'm pretty sure it's a bunny. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to need my scissors. So bear with me again. They're pretty decent size. Now, I'm only going to clip a piece of it because I don't want to, like, cut the product. No, I thought they were scented, but maybe not. Ew, it feels like something I'm not going to say on air. Oh my goodness. All right. So it is a bunny. And it's got all this like bling going on. It feels like a Jell-O mold. So it's squishy. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. So we have a bunny, which is cute. I'm just going to sit it right there. It actually sits up all by itself. All right. So they had a bunny. Then they had this, which to me looks like a Belgian waffle. Right? So we have a bunny, a Belgian waffle. Oh, I found another bunny, but this one, now, the colors are going to be all over the board. Here was the first bunny. Lots of blue, white, and pink. But this one was like all pink and white. And there's actually the back. Okay, so the colors are obviously going to vary. They also had this one here that's in the shape of a doggy paw. Or it could be a kitty cat paw. They also had this one, Miss Judy. I'm not sure if these, I think these are strawberries. Excuse me. Or curiosities. All right, I'm going to say that's a Jell-O mold, right, with strawberries on top. So Miss Judy. And then I saw this one here, which I fell in love with. It's a donut. It's a donut. And then they had this one here, last but not least. And it looks like a donut that I've gotten into because it's got a big old bite taken out of it. But you know what? The kids love these things. And in lieu of, you know, doing all kinds of sweets and things like that, and it depends, you know, we all do our own thing. I thought these would be great for Easter baskets. And these kinds of things, in my opinion, tend to fly much quicker than some of the other things. All right, now, at this part of the video, Patty hasn't flown by or nobody's banged on the door. I have 4 items I want to share with all of you. And these came from the Easter section. However, these items are considered plus because basically they are $5 each. Now, a lot of the plush I've noticed personally at Dollar Tree seems to be much nicer than it used to be. But then again, we are paying a little bit more money too, which I don't mind if, you know, the products are cool. So this is $5. And it is this absolutely adorable, adorable little bunny here. Now, let me give you a measurement because, like I said, everything looks different on screen. This measures 10.5 inches by about 6.5 inches. And that's not, you know, I didn't like stretch out the bunny's arms. But what I notice is if you squeeze the bunny's tummy, right? When I first showed this to Mia, she was like, how cute is that? So there it is all the way around. Again, this is a plus item. This was $5, but it is so soft. And you just squeeze the tummy and his little ears go up. And then you see the carrots on the ears. So let me hold it up. See, each ear is a carrot. It's just a little smush from being in my bag, but isn't that adorable? Peekaboo! I thought that was awesome. They also had a brown one, which I did not get, but I couldn't pass up this cute pink one, and it'll be going down the road. Oh my goodness. So when you press her ears, there she is. How adorable are those? So cute. Then I have 2 other plush items. You know, lots of grandkids going on in the house now. Alrighty. I was on the fence because I didn't know for sure exactly what this was. I'm thinking it might be a turtle. It could be a frog. I'm not sure. You guys will have to let me know. This little guy was $5 as well in the plus section. And oh my goodness. First of all, look at this little guy's outfit. It's all done in like a corduroy. Do you see little Easter eggs sewn on the front? And it's sewn really nice. So look at these little outfit here all the way around. His little butt. Everything all sewn in here. And so we have a little chick on the hat. How cute is that? The little hat. But then when you pull the hat down, oh my goodness. Look at that. Now, is it a frog? Is it a turtle? Is it a dinosaur? You know, I thought if it was a frog, maybe it would have like a hump here for the shell. So I'm not sure. So is it a froggy maybe? I don't know. Whatever it is just too cute. So once you put the hood back on, there you go. How adorable is that? And for $5, it is made really well. All right, last but not least, and I just love this one. It is so cute. Let me fix the hat. This one was $5 as well. Oh my goodness. Now look at this little one. Is it a bear? Another adorable outfit, all in like a light gray. The egg is sewn on there, so gorgeous. All the way around, a 3D, all the way around. Little eggs on the shirt. the little cuffs on the pants. All right, but then you got these little ears with this little hat up here. So there's lots of cuteness going on here. When you pull the hat off, it's a bunny. But so you could leave it like that, or if you put the hat back on, you can actually pull the bunny ears up through the hat, which makes it so cute. Oh my gosh, look at that. Is that, I mean, come on, for $5 in an Easter basket? Really? This is just too cool for school. All right, everybody, I made it. No interruptions. I didn't drop it. No, something fell off the bed. I didn't drop it, so that doesn't count. All right, everybody, I so enjoyed this me time with all of you. I never want my me time to end. I do want to wish all of you again one more time a very happy Valentine's Day. I hope you enjoy your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever time frame you're watching me from, or I should say time zone. Until next time, everyone, a big hug from me to all of you. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.